Here's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. McKee now. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
You look at this Bears defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Jonathan Taylor, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. You can score on these guys. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Bauer in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Bears are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Off play action. Bauer sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll get it inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They'll run. Achane. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Devon Achane with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's McKee. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pass.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Still fighting for tackles. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
A good run there off right tackle. And in old school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Ready, set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Dragon 60. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
McKee to throw here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Warriors 70, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18, 19 Lions.
Back to throw. Bauer. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Red alert, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, Bauer. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, Bauer. And this is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cowboy 80. Ready?
A run straight ahead with Achane.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Got it. Ready? Panther 11, Panther 11. Cut 19, cut 19. 65 cat, 65 cat.
On first down, Bauer. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
McKee will look to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
McKee now to throw.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. Here's Murphy. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
70 Ranger. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Bauer. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
18, Rebels. Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake. Bauer. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
19.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
They'll run for it with Achane. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because
Possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to throw, McKee. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. McKee. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. That's caught by his... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. There he goes left side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Achane with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Looking to throw. McKee. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards.
It's a gain of 56 yards. First down, Packers.
They go play action here on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bauer. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A huge play Chicago. 47 yards.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Achane gets it from the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
One more time with Achane. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Achane. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Achane with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
There he goes, right side. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. McKee. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
To try again after the sack. McKee. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Off play action. McKee. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
19 tight.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Bears will get the football back.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago!
And the Bears are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Now they'll shift things around.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McKee, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll send Watson in motion right.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McKee. And this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Running right, here's Achane. The tackle made by J.T. Woods.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here comes the return from the very back. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. McKee, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. McKee, he's got his running back out of the backfield. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20, Jonathan Taylor. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Come on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now
off to the races, down the right side, inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. McKee. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. right, team. Go.
A give, running right, Achane.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one's going to come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things